I recently went shopping for my first sheet set. That isn't to say that I've never had sheets before, but as a kid my parents gave me some blue bedding, which I then took to college, and if you think I had any say in the types of bedding I slept in after I got married, then you've never been married before. When that ended, I took a spare sheet set donated by my mom. This one was white, and the fitted sheet was ripping in the corners. And finally, when it was my turn to grow big boy legs and go up north to Saginaw, I had to buy my own sheet set. I went to Target. I've never liked department stores, and Target is like the department store for people who hate department stores. You can buy a warm pretzel with nacho cheese at Target. When I was a kid, I could tolerate Sears. Grandma would take my sister and I to Sears every year to go back to school shopping, and she'd shuttle me into the boys' clothes area with the big sign that said Husky. They might as well just put up a sign that said Fat Pants, or Plastic Waist Sears, with a big ice cream colored arrow pointing down at the extra wide mirrors. Sheet sets, it turns out, come in a staggering variety of options, but none of them come packaged in a way that looks like a sheet, or a bed, or anything really. Instead, sheet sets are folded over and over and then wrapped in a cardboard coated with more sheet material, so you can get an accurate idea of the color and the feel of the sheets inside. Wouldn't it be great if everything came packaged in something made out of itself? Imagine Dorito bags made out of Doritos. As it was, the sheet sets were lined up side by side from light to dark and by thread count, though I couldn't see the threads to count them myself. Some of them were flannel, which seems like a fine idea to some people, but all I could think about was sweating all night long. Other sheets were shiny and slippery. I don't know what sort of advantage a shiny, slippery sheet set might have, except perhaps some amount of waterproofness, but I was fairly confident I wouldn't be needing that. Also on the shelf, intermixed with the sheet sets, were duvet covers. I'm pretty smart, but I don't have a clue what a duvet is, or why it needs to be covered. Maybe I have one and I don't even know. I hadn't given much thought to color, other than knowing that I didn't want white. I wanted a color that declared my manliness, while still being nice to look at. A color that was attractive, but didn't call attention to the fact that I had thought about it for too long. In the end, I went with brown, a manly, deep, strong, wooden brown. You'd call it mahogany, the absolute manliness of woods. It matches the comforter I already had pretty well, and the sheet set even came with an extra pillowcase. Maybe I can use it to cover my duvet, if I have.